Okay, to make a scatter plot using your TI-83, you're going to start by putting all your X values into L1. So remember, hit stat and then edit, stat and then edit. That pulls up all your lists. If you have numbers already in your lists, put the cursor right on. So if you want to clear out L1, put your cursor right on L1. And you have to hit clear, and then you have to hit enter, and it will zap out all those numbers. Okay, so you put all the X values into L1, all the Y values into L2, and now you're going to get ready to create your scatter plot. Before you do that, I need you to pay particular attention to your range of numbers for your X's and your range of numbers for your Y's. Okay, this example from this graph you're looking at, you can only see part of the values here. They're a bunch more, so this does not necessarily match this, but you're only seeing part of the window. Okay, but I want you to look at your range of numbers for your X values and a range of number for your Y values, because that you're going to have to adjust in your window. So if I go over here and look at the final graph, I notice that they have set their X values from 1 to 5, okay, because that's the approximate range. So most of their X numbers started after the number 1, and 5 was the largest. Okay, so they had to set that in their window, as the X-min is 1, the X-max is 5, and then notice their Y scale goes from 50 to 100. So they had to pick numbers that all of their values, their Y values, fall between 50 and 100. So you're going to have to choose those, and it just goes on your data. Okay, after you get those entered, you're going to go to your stat plot. So the little skinny keys at the top of your calculator, the top left one says Y equals on it, and then above that you see the word stat plot. So you have to use your second key to pull up the stat plot. So hit second and then the Y equals button, that pulls up your stat plot. At number 1, you want to select on, so it's already, the cursor's already on plot 1. So go ahead and hit enter so that it will turn on plot 1. And after that, you will be at this second menu right here. It will look like this, stat plot. Okay, and then make sure plot 1 is turned on. You have 6 types of graphs here. We want the one that's highlighted, the top left graph. That's your scatter plot graph. Tell it that the X values are in L1 and the Y values are in L2. And mark is just for you to choose what do you want the dots to look like. I like the little groovy Cheerios, but you can put whatever you want. Okay, and then after you have that all set, you're going to hit the key at the top right, the little skinny key that says graph. Okay, and now chances are if you go ahead and hit graph without setting your window, you're going to have a blank screen come up. So you need to hit your key that says window. I would do this before I hit graph and set your X-min to your lowest number, or at least a number right before your lowest X value, and then a number that's your highest X maximum. So all your numbers fall in between these two. And then go ahead and set Y min and Y max. Keep the scale, the X scale and Y scale at 1 for both. So once your window is fixed, go back and hit graph again, and you should be able to see your scatter plot.